Hello everybody, and welcome to the 100th episode of Mr. J's Geek Corner, a place we talk about anything and everything that is geek, whether it be TV, comics, movies, or video games. And I just wanted to start off by saying thank you all for watching, supporting, subscribing, commenting the last 2 years and the last 170 videos, including like Geek Corner Minute and all that. But this is the 100th episode of Mr. J's Geek Corner. So thank you so much for watching. Y'all might notice the camera works a little bit different today. It's being run by my lovely wife, Ellen.
Hello.
And the reason why is I'm thinking what would be cool to do for a 100th episode. And it's been requested by at least 2 or 3 people on like Google Plus and stuff, that they wanted to see what the Geek Corner looked like. So I figured for 100th episode, why not have a full-on guided tour of Mr. J's Geek Corner. So here we go. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not good at this, so rank amateur alert.
And I'm not a professional camera person, quite obviously, from the shakiness of this video.
So you guys will say rank amateur alert, definitely on my part. Rank amateur me. I wanted to start off first. Anybody that's already follows me on Google Plus has seen this before. The door to Mr. J's Geek Corner start off with the letters up here, which we got it on at Hobby Lobby. But Ellen came up with the idea of putting them on the door like this, and it's the initials to our name, J and E. And since I like Superman so good, I got the J. Since she got Batman so good, she got the E with all the Batman stuff on it. But we couldn't find anything particularly good as DC for the ampersand, so we got a Marvel one. But it still looks cool. And down here at the bottom of the door, we've got a couple of metal signs, if you can see them real good. Got a Batman one, which I purchased on a mountain trip one time at the Mass General store. And the Superman one, I think it was like a little place that just sold sticker novelty, stuff like that. Thought it was so cool that I had to have it for the Geek Corner door. But you see the poster says "Keep Out." I'd rather it be the logo like you see on my shirt. This is the first I ever put on the door. More for novelty effect than it is to actually say tell people keep out, because this is a very welcome place. Let's go right on in. Right on in here, and here we are. This is where all the magic happens every single week on YouTube. I don't normally see this part of the Geek Corner, but I thought I'd start off here. Every single show is filmed right here in the Geek Corner. So as I'll start off by showing you all these different posters that I've gotten over the years. This is one that I got back in 2002. I think it's after episode 2 came out. I know a lot of folks out there is like, you got something from episode 1? I just thought it was cool. Over here you have one from Spider-Man 3. The coolest image of the entire movie, definitely. I don't know why they did this for Man of Steel. They took every possible Jim Lee drawing of classic Superman and altered it to look like this. Altered it to incorporate Man of Steel into it. It looks cool, but I just don't know why they did that. I mean, you had so many good pictures of Cavill. Why'd they do that? But either way, I just thought it was pretty cool. And speaking of Man of Steel, my giant Superman figure. They have one in the black suit. I hate I couldn't ever get my hands on, but what are you going to do? I was going for a whole theme here. I want one window to have Superman and one to have Batman, but I can't find a Superman version of one of these. And here is a storage box, but I can't. But I've doubled it as a display shelf. And you see here, there's some of my Marvel clicks, and it's just a variety of different clicks. I'm gonna take the liberty right now to say all of this is not just my collection; it's a conglomeration of mine and her collection. The Cthulhu-looking monster right here, that's from her collection. You got all these different Funkos and turtles back here. And of course, one of my favorites, Predator, and that's hers. Yeah. Vegeta, one of her favorites. And Hello Kitty, Ninja Turtles here. You got Slash and a Leonardo. I like his helmet look kind of like Galactus's, so that's why I got him. This came from a box of Batman Valentines. That's the only reason I got it, actually, was for this poster. Star Wars calendar. Unfortunately, this month has to be Tusken Raiders. The Hulk poster, which I got from a local comic store, was kind of a freebie. The Battle of the Superman one up there. That is actually from a package for an issue of Wizard magazine, but a definitely classic Superman poster. Exemplifies every bit of what Superman stands for. We actually got this at a flea market where they were selling a lot of comics, and I happened to ask did they have any, and they just handed me one. She's a big fan of Darth Vader. I thought I like it too. I think it's awesome. And under that is from an event that the comic book store had, where they had a lot of artists there selling their stuff, and she liked this so much that she got it. Over here is probably the very first piece of Man of Steel merch that I ever got. Now from that is, you might as well call it my DC table, and which is like every other thing that is not Superman or Batman or Green Lantern is on this table. Wonder Woman and her evil counterpart, Superwoman over here, Flash here, Aquaman here, Hawkman there, Sinestro and Sinestro Corps and Red Lanterns and Orange right here, and you see Green Blue Hal in the back. We got Hawk and Dove. One of my favorite figures, Anti-Monitor, you can see there. The Justice League, Justice Society, all these different just like a Legion of Superheroes, just every possible clique you could possibly imagine, right here in one spot. All my buttons there. Down under that, part one of the Batman collection. This shelf consists of duplicates that she got, other Bat vehicles that's not Batmobile, some of them that are. Member of the Bat family and every member of the Bat Rogues Gallery. There's a couple of domos under there. One of the classic Robin and one of Two-Face. Down from that is, I guess you could call my dino shelf. There you go, we've got an owl there. Her owl bookend. Every one of these dinosaurs here is from a movie. Obviously the left is. But over here, this is from these two T-Rexes right here are from King Kong 2005, and this T-Rex here is from Jurassic World. And over here, of course, speaking of Jurassic World, is a Stegoceratops, which was going to be in the movie from what I heard, but wasn't. Wound up getting cut from the script, but it wound up in a video game. Of course, you see right there all the different Godzillas that I've got there. Bottom of the shelf is kind of a variety pack, I guess you could say, of different figures. Simpsons that we got from local bookstore when they closed down, unfortunate. Behind that is figures of Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. There's a duplicate Robin Domo. Behind him is a Star Trek glass from the first J.J. Abrams Star Trek movie he sold at Burger King, and I was like, I definitely have to get me one of the Enterprise, and I did, and I never taken it out of the packages. Abomination figure from the Incredible Hulk movie, and a Plankton figure from the newer SpongeBob movie that came out earlier this year, Sponge Out of Water. Next to those two is a couple of Halo figures that came in a 2-pack. That's kind of a joke between us that we like, a clip from Robot Chicken, Donkey Kong Halo, in which the Halo troopers go in there and they do their own assault on Donkey Kong and rescue the princess and all that. And we thought, and every time we turned around, we were like saying the music or watching the clip and all the time. And we just finally found those figures on sale. We just had to get them. We just wanted them for the longest time. We got those, and we were dating, I got one and she got one, and now they're together again. Above the shelf here, Man of Steel and All-Star Superman, which the owner of the comic store that I keep referencing in most of my videos gave to me because they thought I would want it, and I'm really appreciative of that. And under that is a poster that was given to me by a friend I work with. She found it in her attic, and instantly she thought of me, so she brought it to me at work one day, and it's been hanging up here ever since. Here we are finally at what I call the Superman corner of the Geek Corner. Most often seen portion of the Geek Corner on everybody, which is featured in probably about 90% of the shows. Just a whole ton of different versions of Superman. You see Ultraman up here, you got Flashpoint, All-Star Superman, you got Clark Kent, a couple of Clark Kent clicks up here, you've got ones from like the Super Friends toy line from Fisher-Price, you've got Man of Steel, you've got Hunter Prey, Cyberlink, Justice League, JLU, Cyborg Superman. You've even got Bizarro over here in his own little portion of the shelf. You got Earth 2, Earth 11, Earth Prime, Kingdom Come. Kingdom Come has particular significance because that was a present to me by my lovely wife/camera person for our very first Valentine's Day. So that definitely has sentimental value to me. Here's some more of the different versions of Superman from over the years. Black Lantern Superman there. Right in front of him is Brave and the Bold, which is just a variant figure they put out. Superman Red, Superman Blue, and the blue click on top of the red one there. I had to find the red one at a flea market, same flea market I found some of the other stuff. Right beside it, you see the Marvel version of Superman Gladiator, open and unopened. And beside him is the click of the composite Superman. You see it there. That was a unique find. The comic store where I used to go to, one day out of the blue started having like really awesome clicks in their stray click bucket, and I snagged them off for like 50 cents a piece. Right there is another Superman Red, and beside that is a Clark Kent Superman from Superman Returns. It was open, and over there beside that is the Clark Kent Superman from the second Lego DC movie, from the Lego Batman movie, you might as well say. Beside that, that's from the Batman toy line that now is turned into Batman Unleashed, when they had a Superman. It looked kind of like the Injustice one if you really think about it. Under him is an unopened one from Superman Returns I wanted to really keep in the package. And next to that is Captain Marvel, aka Earth 5 Superman. This part is the Superman family shelf. Superboy, all the Superboys here from like Young Justice in the 90s and Legion and all. And over there you see Supergirl, all the different versions of her from over the years. Superwoman, the two different versions. I think the Lois Lane version from All-Star and the Lucy Lane version from the New Krypton World Without story from just before Flashpoint. Crypto. Behind him is Steel, and all the different versions of Steel and his armor from over the years. And wanted to show one more little thing right here with this Superboy right here in the chamber. Watch this. Ain't that just as cool as a breeze? And my sister-in-law got me that, and she found that for like dirt cheap at a store one time. I just thought it was so cool. Got it for him for Christmas. Here you have the villains shelf of the Superman corner there. And all ones like Zod and his cohorts and Lex and Doomsday and Brainiac and Conduit, and which came from the 95 set of Superman, and Metallo and Magog, Darkseid. Most of it clicked, but hey, it's still cool. Here you see my Man of Steel figure collection. The very top being the Movie Masters one, and the rest of it below is like your basic figures here. And the only ones you will not see in this collection is there's two certain ones that to me just look so awful, and the clunky armor they put in. It looked like something Lex Luthor would wear instead of Superman. I was just like, I could do without them because they look so terrible. But my favorites of these particular ones is the ones in the black suit, because they just look so awesome. And the one on the bottom of the black suit I actually found at a Five Below store for $5, and I didn't even know they even had it. So it was definitely a great find. A few little interesting items. This one right here is a spool of stickers that I got from Hardee's that was doing Man of Steel promotions. That's where you'll see some cups and other items I got from there later on. But they gave me this whole spool of stickers, along with another thing that they give me that you'll see later. But I was just amazed that they gave me this many stickers like this. I mean, this is a whole roll. Look at this. It's a whole roll of unused stickers they just gave to me. I thought that was really generous and awesome, of course. And here is an ornament I got from Toys R Us, same place I got Mermaid Man Barnacle Boy from. Hanging here is the first Man of Steel figure that Walmart ever put out. It was kind of almost like a preview thing, a little bit. And that's essentially what it does, which is weird because Superman doesn't do that. I got it anyway because it was the first figure they put out of them. They even had Zod figures like that, so I just went ahead and got that while since it was the first of the mini Man of Steel figures to come. Starting part 2 of the corner, at the very top of the tallest shelf in the whole Geek corner here, one of many Man of Steel cups, one of many Superman cups, period. Classic Funko Superman, Man of Steel Funko, which both you got me. A Man of Steel keepsake ornament, also got by one we got from Walmart. Classic keepsake ornament of Superman. He definitely has a lot of sentimental value because it's the very first Christmas present that Ellen got for me when we were dating. It was the very first Christmas present she ever gave me, so that definitely has sentimental value to me, a lot of it. Classic Superman Domo. I just think it looks cool. I think you got me this too. Yeah, I thought it looked cool. And also right beside him, bobblehead classic, which again you got me. Man of Steel cup, and you see back there behind them the classic, one of the classic figures. This is supposed to be a flying Superman that was got for me for Christmas years ago for the sake of my nephew, who was about a year old at the time and really was into it, and he wanted to put it up in my room at my parents' house and have it go fly around and around, but we just never did it, so he just wound up being a display statue forever and ever. Beside that, you see Regime Superman, which we found at Walmart. Weird enough, that was kind of a rare find. The thermos bottle around here and the body wash bottle around here. And around here, another drink bottle, another thermos bottle, a snack keeper, which is similar to one Ellen has as Batman. Hers has bad ears, mine has hair. Mine has hair and a little curl. And a thermos that my sister-in-law gave me. This is mostly the cup and glass section of the shelf. You see a lot of cups here. There's one back there in the back that my nephew used to use. But you see back there, there's boxes of candy back there, which by the way are terrible. No wonder they were $1 a piece. Actually $1 for the whole flipping pack. A couple of Easter eggs back there. Back when my nephew used to be into Superman and everything, my mother used to make him little Easter baskets that have little Superman eggs in them. And I was determined I was going to get me one of them eggs, and I did end up getting at least one of each of them, one regular, one returns. Back there in the back you see the 2-pack of figures that never got opened. Superman versus Bizarro, Man of Steel lanyard. Just never opened it, just never wanted to open it. I just thought it was too cool. You see the box in front of it. There used to be a watch in that box, and I just liked the box so good I just put it in here with everything else. Journals and stickers that I've bought over the years, and even car decals for a car that I no longer have because it's now a piece of scrap. Cups, and the classic cup, and decal I got from Hot Topic, the Come At Me Bro thing. Thought it was pretty cool. I actually got me another one, but I just haven't used it on anything yet. And same with this patch I got from Hobby Lobby. This little miniature lunchbox here. I got that from a little shop in the mountain, a little novelty store in the mountains. And behind that is a bank I've had for years and years. It's the closest thing to a bust I'm ever going to get because busts are way too expensive. They ain't too expensive for like a piece of stone or metal. So I got me a plastic bank, which is just as good. My nephew got one too. But I think I got mine before he did. can from Superman Returns of Pepsi. Hardy's Cup, and in case you didn't see it a while ago, there's a Hardy's Cup over there of Zod with the villains and everything. Right here is a pair of headphones Ellen found at a rugged warehouse. Definitely a good collector's item, definitely. I mean, just look how good this package is in. A glass and a mug that my sister-in-law got me for Christmas 2 different years. But yeah, they just look so awesome. And back here is a water bottle. I don't know if you can see it. Found for $1 at Walmart. More stickers there. Not the exact same, but almost the exact same, but not quite the exact same. Digital watch. This is from a group of figures called Heroics. And this is a Superman one, which I happen to have plenty of spare extras of. This part of the shelf, you see, there's just even more figures that couldn't fit on the little one. And this one almost looks exactly like the one up there, but I actually got him first before I got the other one. This one came from the same local bookstore I mentioned so many other times before. This over here came from a Family Dollar. Little fan things with candy in them, see. Wristwatch, just like the one that isn't open. Right over here you see some of those little candy sticks. In our day they used to be marketed as like candy cigarettes, but now they've changed it where it's just candy sticks. And by the way, they are terrible. And you got this right here. This essentially supposed to be a decoration for a cupcake, but I just got it anyway because it was about the only Superman thing I found at a party store me and my mom went to one day. Wash rags here. They call them magic towels, but that's all it is, a wash rag. You get these at Dollar Tree for $1. They have like a bunch of different Superman ones and Batman and Ninja Turtles. And right here you got a one of the bottle tops that come off of like little kids' bottles of apple juice. I like the detail they put into this one right here. So he does look a little weird.
He does not approve of your life choices.
That's what it looks like.
I'm judging you.
Forever Eraser keychain. I don't know why in the world you would make a keychain out of this. And this right here came from one of the figures you saw earlier, the long-haired Superman from '95. This came with him. He's supposed to be like catches the bad guys with it when you're playing with it and everything. It's just...
Go ahead and say it.
What?
Same thing you say every time when you mention to them out long-haired Superman.
It's not a mullet. Next item, look.
See, I've got him started on it now.
See? That is not a mullet. That is not a mullet. That is not a mullet. You know, on the subject of these cards here, every one of them came from a toy line based from '95 when he came back from the dead with the long hair. So you got Steel, Conduit. You see there? It ain't a mullet.
It's just shaggy looking.
Yeah, it's just long. And that was part of a 2-pack there. Superman 3 cards. And you see you got one right here. That's kind of long ways here. And you got these 3 here. But I mainly keep them stacked just so you can see this one. I just happened to find those in bags of comics they had in, I think it was Dollar Tree when they used to sell them. They were selling comics. They had little collector cards with them, and they had Superman 3. This is every Superman card I have that is Versus. This is everyone that's Superman related, Superman family. These are cards from various Superman cliques that I've got. This right here is a card I happen to have too, and while we were dating, and I give this to Ellen, the lovely camera person. These cards right here, and this one right here, I got them from the same place I got her a Lobo card from, which you'll see later on. Got them from a little antique place in Beaufort, North Carolina. Superman Pez dispenser and a little Fisher Price Little People card that I think you found it. Yeah, you found them at a Family Dollar store. You probably saw that earlier on the other shelf, but this one is unopened. Here's a bunch of packets of Superman Returns cards. This is the only packet I have not opened. This here is for a present that I don't understand why in the world you would put that on a present, but yeah, I'd want to make a necklace out of it or something, but I wouldn't put it on a present. And you got all these keychains back here. I got that one from a KB Toys and wore it on my belt loop for a while. And here's a little like giblet from Crocs. Back there's a bottle of Superman body wash, the coaster, one of a collection of coasters. But and this right here is a actual gift card from FYE Music Store, which is no longer in business. I don't even know if the franchise is even in business anymore, but I know the store isn't in business. And finally on this shelf is, I've mentioned in other videos, my favorite Superman figure of the entire collection. This is exactly like one I had as a little kid. I had it since 1988 or 89. I think it was 89 because Batman movie came out by that time. The packaging was similar to this. But I have one exactly like this. And another event being held by the local comic store. They had a dude out there that sold figures and he sold figures and clicks and comics and everything. And we happened upon this, and the same lovely camera person bought it for me. And on this shelf, you might as well call it the Superman Garage, because that's mostly what's on here is Superman-themed toy cars. And you see there on the end is probably one that's actually only one based on a real car, the Superman monster truck. Next to it is a Bizarro transfer truck. Let me see, 1964 GMC panel truck with Superman on it. And this is a 8-crate delivery truck. It has Bizarro painted on it. It's part of a car line from Hot Wheels called Ballistics. They had Batman and Bane and, of course, Superman, and they had like just a ton of them where they would basically, let's see, I'll show you right quick. It would turn into a ball like this. Whenever you throw it, it's supposed to pop up like this and roll. I think they have discontinued these. I'm glad I grabbed hold of the Superman one while I had a chance. Then you have this one down here that looks kind of Batmobile-ish. Y'all probably notice here a Superman's Return mask. It was part of a costume set. We wound up taking this mask and making so many different pictures. They look kind of creepy because you can't tell if it's a real person or a mask if you really look at the pictures real good. Forgot to show this a while ago with the other shelf. My 31st birthday, we did some real fun stuff that day and everything. But one of the things we did, we watched a crazy Russian hacker video when he was talking about making duct tape wallets. And I happened to have some Superman duct tape, and we made our own duct tape wallets. See how it turned out. It turned out really good. I had some help, definitely, from our lovely camera person. See a lanyard that we got from Journeys. I think you got me this for Valentine's one year.
Yep.
There's a big old button we got from Five Below. And here is some stamps that got back when they were still, if you see there, 39-cent stamps. This is I don't know what this is supposed to be, like a marshmallow pop or something. And here's a dollar wallet from Walmart when Walmart had dollar stuff that good. It was a friend of mine that I haven't seen in a great many years. Her daughter were off at Walmart one day. They happened to see that and they thought of me and they bought me that. This right here is originally a Subway kids meal toy, but I found it at an antique store for dirt cheap. This is like the Superboy fingerboards you saw a while ago on this Superman, obviously. This is from back when silly bands, crazy bands, whatever they were a thing for like 2 seconds. I mentioned earlier about the heroic. Reason this one's still in the ball because this is how it came from Walmart. There was 2 in one ball. A TV guide from 2001 when Smallville first started. It is dated December 8th through 14th. They had 4 different covers. It had Clark Kent, Lon Lang, Lex Luthor, and Superman, all done by the great Alex Ross. And of course I got Superman because, well, I'm going to say if they didn't, yeah, duh. This one, I guess you could call it either the random shelf or the plushie shelf, because this is where most of the Superman plushies I got wound up at. Over here, this is actually an employee hat from Hardee's. This is the item I mentioned a while ago that I got along with that big spool of stickers. This came from an employee of a Hardee's. They didn't want it. I asked them what kind of Superman stuff did they have. And they gave me basically a whole spool of stickers that I guess they won't want to use anymore. I asked them, did they have any of those hats like that? And I didn't know they were employee hats. And then the person that this belonged to said, I don't want to wear that. I ain't going to use it. You can have it if you want it. So that's how I basically wound up with it. There's a pack of Post-its that I got years ago and never used. Pack of pens. A Father's Day card, but I only got it because the picture looked cool. And I'm not a dad. This is another pair of Superman earbuds. This actually came with a long sleeve shirt that a thermal sleeve t-shirt that I got from Walmart. And to go with that, a headphone winder, also from Walmart. And beside that is a journal that Mom gave me, because it had Superman on it. She thought it looked pretty cool. Right here is another one of the Super Friends figures. An actual Superman figure that I played with when I was a kid. And if I'm not mistaken, I think, no, this isn't the same one. This was another one. The one I played with as a kid is around here somewhere in the Geek corner. I just don't know where it is right now, but I do have it still. This is probably the one with the best condition and still the most intact body parts, because I know he's missing a leg and he doesn't have his original arm, and that's not the original insignia, but still I tried to repair him as best I could. And his cape's gone, of course, but I still want to hold on to him. If I ever decide to, I'll get the other one out here too. The first monster truck I ever got, it was on Superman, and on top of that is an umbrella that didn't you get me that?
Yep.
Now you found that on clearance at, once again, clearance rack at Dollar General. A lunch box that I think that was from Ross. This is a alarm clock my sister-in-law gave me for Christmas one year. Over there is a Man of Steel lunch, a lunch bag, I guess you can call it. And of course, surrounding it is all the plushies, all except one that's way too big to even fit on the shelf. I got this from Target. This came from Amazon. That came from Target. That came from a state fair that I won, or like a carnival. Not particularly a state fair, but a carnival anyway. And if there is no doubt how big a Superman fan I am, this plushie right here is a doggy toy from PetSmart.
We don't have a dog.
And we don't have a dog. Part 2 of the Batman collection, and the actual Batman collection here. And I said, I've had a lot of these Batman for years, and a lot of them belong to my lovely camera woman here. a lot of them are part of her collection. I like these figures here in the front here, are have been part of my collection for a long time. But right here in the back, the Dark Knight, and these two right here, the black and gray one here and the black one here, are part of her collection originally. But now they're all part of the Geek Corner as a whole now. But see back there in the back, Dark Knight Returns one also. It's just an all-around really cool collection. Now we move on to Ellen's favorite shelf, the Star Wars shelf. Particularly the top part, which is probably her #1 favorite Star Wars character, Darth Vader.
Yep.
And let me just say that most of these figures up here belong to said camera person. A lot of these do, because like I said, she likes Vader big time. This right here is her Funko bobblehead. Mine's back there still in the box. She's got a Pez dispenser like the one I got back there, so I just didn't open mine. Mighty Bean case back there, which Mighty Beans used to be a thing a few years ago. There's a Santa Vader back there too.
Can't really see him too well.
Yeah, he's kind of cluttered by the other Vaders here, but yeah, there's a Santa Christmas one. There's some Easter ones back there. Or I think there's a Valentine's one back there. There's an Easter one back there. There's an Easter one right here, and then there's just a regular one back there in the bag. There's a couple of the Angry Bird Darth Vaders. There's the stuffed one there, and there's one over there kind of hiding under that TIE fighter there. See up there, the Revenge of the Sith Vader, and Vader mask back there. Got my nephew one in Vader mask. He loved that thing. The shot glass right there too, which is also hers too. Then you get it as part of a set.
Yep.
The rest of the shot glasses are down on another part of the shelf. We'll get to that later. Next, might as well say all the other Sith and Jedi and others. There's a Death Star and a Palpatine head dispenser in the back right behind the M&M Mall, which I just happened to get from before mentioned KB Toys, which is now long since gone out of business. There's a Super Star Destroyer back there. There's a Dark Jedi named Maris Brood from Force Unleashed, the video game. Savage Opress from the Clone Wars, and Darth Malak from Knights of the Old Republic. I have my whole set of Sith right here, Jedi and everything. And this figure right here has a lot of sentimental value. This is one I think got that on first Valentine's, along with the Kingdom Come Superman. In the front here is my R2 that I've had for probably the last 20 years, because I also got it for Christmas along with a lot of the other Star Wars figures, like this Vader back here. I've had them for like about 20 years, because I think I got them the same year I got the Superman. And the rest of them, I don't even know where I put them at, but I know I've held on to them the longest. And down here at the bottom, the Buy Anything shelf, mostly Stormtroopers. I don't know if you can see back there in the back real good. Mostly Stormtroopers back there. There's a Snow Trooper back there. Yoda right here unopened. A lot of Stormtroopers in front. All the Astro droids you see there, that's part of her collection. That droid right there is one that I actually made from when he used to have like a Build-A-Droid thing in the Star Wars toys. They had like, you could build your own Astro droids and certain droids and everything. Well, I got like 4 different figures and just pieced me one together, and that's the result. There's Scout Troopers and all the different kind of troopers up there too. Here we have, I guess you could call it the part 1 of my Marvel collection here. Spider-Man, and Cat figure, and Iron Patriot, and I took the liberty of pulling some out here because there wouldn't be exactly a good angle where you could see it. My favorite, the Red Hulk over here. Venom and all. Some of these figures I have for a long, long time. I don't know, particularly the little metal ones. We'll get to part 2 in just a minute. Here's a picture y'all probably see in the background very, very often in every episode. Found at Hobby Lobby. Below it, you see here all the different Batmobiles and everything from over the years. I've managed to collect over the years. Beware of the Batman series. Under them, you see some of my other figures here, like Lex and Black Hands. Different Bat vehicles also. There's one like Parallax, which is awesome. Golden Age Green Lantern, and one in particular I like because it's one like I used to play with as a kid. It was part of the old Superpowers collection. Here we get to a part of the Geek Corner that's very rarely seen on camera, ever. Starting off with the first Godzilla poster I got from the new Godzilla movie last year. Poster that y'all probably never seen on the show before, from the Green Lantern movie. The Batman drawing she got from again the local comic store event. A Arkham poster that I think you got out of a comic, can you say? Yeah. Over here you got part 2 of my Marvel collection, all the different cliques and Mighty Mugs and Funko plushie back there in the back of Cap, and all the different cliques and miniatures in the front, and some of the Heroics ones they put out of Marvel a while back when they were putting out DC ones. Over here on the left is Ellen's collection of Super Mario stuff. She's like a real big Mario fan. The second half of this corner that you don't normally see, 2 other figures of mine back there, the Red Robin and Catman, just really cool. The 3 uncut sheets of Marvel cards that my brother gave me for Christmas one year. You had to find them in an antique store. The different masks that I've got back there. Vader bank I've had for like almost 20 years. And the boxes you see back there are one part of the boxes is my Wizard magazine collection. The other part is her comic collection. Hers and mine collector glasses. Glasses given to me by family, but her collector glasses I gave to her for Christmas. For Christmas 2011 it was.
I think so.
Yeah, Christmas 2011. The local comic store happened to have them. I've had them things on layaway for weeks. long box there is basically a lot of my comics and her comics too, in alphabetical order. And I started alphabetizing them, but it's kind of fallen flat lately. I don't know if you saw the Godzilla bag back there. The guy from Hot Topic when they first came out with the Green Lantern section. You can see all the different cliques and everything from the movie and the comics and everything, and even a ring from the movie here. All the different movie figures and even little people figures. Movie Sinestro in the back, which I got Ellen the same year as the Buffy glasses. I think it was like the last one they had. It was one of the Movie Master figures, and they were like really hard to find. She was really happy with it.
Real life Sinestro, so.
Here's a section that you probably catch out of the corner of the screen while watching Geek Corner sometime. And this is the start of my comic book collection, of the full bulk of my collection anyway, because you already saw a little bit of it earlier. Almost every Superman comic I have in my collection here. And I think there's at least one box of Spider-Man hiding in here somewhere. There's event comics in here, there's all sorts of comics in here, but there's mostly, bulk of it is Superman. I put out on display. There's boxes that are so full I can't even fit them all. Different video games and DVDs, Blu-rays and comics. Our Bane collection. Part of the Hulk collection. My favorite Thor figure that I found at Walmart one day, I thought that was just totally awesome looking. And old Spider-Man, the doppelganger figure I had from when I was a kid. T1, Orb Cube right there. And Megatron and Flash Ring. I really like that Enterprise. They actually had two different ships. One was broken, but we got that at KB Toys. Down there in the bottom, I put them where y'all could see them a little bit better because they're kind of at an odd angle. Young Justice versions of Martian Manhunter and everything, and Miss Martian. And one of my favorite Captain America figures ever, the ultimate version from World War II. Up here, this comes from a pair of pajamas I had from when I was 7. And I've been holding on to it all these years. It's actually the only part of pajamas that survived. The pants were totally obliterated and had to be thrown away. But I made the hole on this for years and years, and I don't plan on ever throwing it out either. It's going to have to fall apart before I ever throw it away. Even then, I might just save the cape. This toboggan here I've had since I was either 5 or 7. And I've been holding on to it ever since. I've had at least 2 toboggans, and this is the only one that I could ever find. It's just totally awesome to have stuff from when I was a kid and part of the Geek Corner. The hood right here came from Target. She got it for me for my birthday last year, I think it was. What perfect way to display it than on that hood. I wanted to show you all these right quick. They're usually sitting over there in the corner that y'all saw earlier. This is the full set of the Star Wars cars that Hot Wheels has put out that are based on all the movies and TV shows. Here they got episodes 1 through 6 and Clone Wars and Rebels. But I look forward to them putting out one of Force Awakens to complete the collection. I hate they couldn't put out one of Force Unleashed as well. I think that would have been really awesome if they'd done that. Here you can see the Geek Corner closet. And all I'll say about what's inside of it is
extras.
Yeah. I said everything can't go out here. It's a very limited space. Here's one of my favorite Captain America poster up here from the first movie, and little wall decal, all the different VHSs and DVDs, the stuff I've upgraded over the years, and dog tags. Target used to sell years and years back when we first started dating. They sold Star Wars dog tags, and we basically got the entire set. One of the very first ones we got was Darth Vader.
Yeah.
And
we were happy about that.
Yeah, we were very happy about that. You see all the different movies there, the Godzilla box set, DVDs, and all the different Superman, Godzilla VHSs, and Batman, and Jurassic Park, Star Trek, Hulk, and Power Rangers. Yes, still love the Power Rangers after all these years. My favorite Batman poster of one of the only versions of Batman that I really like anymore, of the 60s version, and her zombie signs up here. These boxes here are the rest of my comics collection. DC, Marvel, Dark Horse, just dozens of different companies, dozens of different publishers I've got in there. You see all the different figures up here, like the Black Spider-Man Venom section, and a lot of those I've had for a long time, like the little thing you see here that I got from a Happy Meal years ago. And over here you got some Power Rangers, big old box of trading cards that it has like Batman Forever and Gargoyles and the X-Men and Power Rangers, really cool. And the figure of Jor-El over there. I know it really should be in the Superman section, but there's no room, as y'all seen. Man figures and the Ninja Turtle shredder from the movie, and White Ranger, and Iron Patriot, again, the only saving grace of Iron Man 3. You see over here in the corner here on Volstagg figure. The one main reason I got that is because certain people thought it looked like me when I had a long beard. And to tell you the truth, if I had longer hair, it probably would be me. So here is what I look at and I see every time I do my show. Is just the wall, I guess a wall of awesome, I guess you could call it. The one over here is one of my favorites. Back when DC actually was something. Back when their slogan was drawing the line at $2.99 because of where everybody was going up on their comics so much. Now they've basically followed suit, so that really doesn't mean anything anymore. But over here is a sign that I've had for years, but Ellen was so sweet enough to hang it up, and I might have found the right spot for it in here. The sign I got from Ross, and they had it for like, what, $10? I mean, it's just really a bargain for something like that, because they usually cost you way more than that. And they had like Superman and so many others. So. And I also hung up. Yeah, and she hung up too. And she does a real good job at decorating. I mean, she just does such a good job. And this is originally her bulletin board, but I've just added to it a little bit. I rearranged it because it was a little bit uneven and stuff. And she does a good job. She does a good job for her. Where I accidentally hang stuff a little crooked and not realize it, she comes and straightens everything up, makes everything look so neat. And fun fact, the top picture is our engagement photo. Yeah. And the one at the bottom left is the first Thanksgiving spent together. One from a pull-out poster book of Thor. This is actually my favorite one of Thor versus Beta Ray Bill. Here's a Batman mini poster. Here's a Boba Fett puzzle that she put together and made a poster out of it. There's a poster we got from GameStop. They were about to throw these out, and I managed to get my hands on that one before they throw it out. They usually, if you ask, they will let you do that. So try your hand at it. Maybe you'll have some luck too. This is a cover decal poster that I got from Walmart years and years ago when they had like a lot of DC stuff there before they started intruding with the Didioverse stuff. Way up here is a Simpsons pullout that we got with the Season 4 DVD. Here's my Injustice poster here. I'm going to say I'm a big fan of that game, even though I've never played it, and I really want to play it. Still think it's awesome. Comics are pretty good too, but I haven't read any of the newer ones. From what I heard, they stink, but I still check them out. One of my oldest Superman posters ever. My dad gave me this years ago from a uniform company, but he brought it from work and thought I might want it. It's a 1997-1998 calendar. I just made this into a poster, but it's a wrapper for the Lego Jor-El Man of Steel figure, minifigure. The only reason, and I said the reason I did that is because for some suspicious reason he looks a lot like me in a Superman suit. At least when I had a beard and with no glasses. And so it basically looks like I'm Superman. I just thought that was just awesome though. Here it is, the place where the magic happens every single week. The place where I sit at and film my shows. Ellen's Lobo card that I mentioned earlier, and her clique.
I need more Lobo stuff.
Yeah, she's a big fan of Lobo. Well, I am too. He's a cool character. Vader alarm clock, Lego Vader alarm clock. Don't know why it didn't come with a cake, but her Owlman figure, I say it's hers because there was it was a part of a whole big crime syndicate set, and she said, I'll get it on one condition, as long as I get Owlman. So here you go. She got Owlman. She really liked owls, and so do I. Green Ranger and White Ranger, and the Ninja Falcon power coin from old Toy Morpher I had as a kid. I kept a hold of that, but I didn't keep a hold of anything else. And you see our trading card box over here. It has a mix of my trading cards and her trading cards. Over the Pirate Batman from Return of Bruce Wayne. I actually got it for our anniversary.
Yeah, that's a joint piece.
Yeah, that's a joint piece. Yeah, because we were deciding which one we wanted, and we both decided that since we liked the Pirate Batman so much, we got him. Reverse Flash. I've kind of become a Reverse Flash fan over the last year or so. And of course, the most awesome part of the desk, our wedding photo. The rest of the lanterns that didn't go on the DC table earlier. These are just too good for the table. Just too awesome for the table. You see all the rings and all the miniatures of the different lanterns. My only thing that really bugs me is they never put out an indigo and a violet. Of course, the collection of lanterns that helped in me being able to assemble my favorite figure, the Anti-Monitor, as y'all saw earlier. I don't know if you saw the cat over here. That's my favorite Red Lantern of the whole collection. Placemat got from Target. You see here, I got on the pull-out here one of my many works of art, Justice League SpongeBob and Friends, I guess you could call it. Hopefully I'll be able to display it on Google Plus one of these days, and hopefully maybe in the future there may even be an arts episode of Mr. J's Geek Corner. Over here in the corner, beside the desk, is a variety of stuff. Over here you see my box of art supplies here. It's like mainly different drawings, prototypes, and different drawings I've done over the years, and crayons and markers and stuff. And on top of it, I guess you say guarding it, is King Ghidorah figure and a plushy T-Rex. Reason I got the plushy T-Rex in here, no, this is hers, but here's the reason why. It is Godzilla's roar. Here is my Nerf Mjolnir from the first Thor movie.
You can't look Mjolnir. You can't look at your drawings. Never thought of that till right now.
It's like if you're not worthy, you can't look at the drawing.
Yeah.
She came up with this idea because it was just kind of a mess over here before. She came up with the idea of putting everything in this basket here. And you see right here a couple of unused Superman backpacks. They're technically part of the collection and have never been used before. And here's Iron On that I never was able to use yet. And here, to get this out so y'all can see it fully, a full-length Darth Maul toy lightsaber. I found this at a KB Toys way after they should have even been available. This is from like 1999. Original. It's battery operated, lights up, makes noise. From the episode 1, and I'm just glad it's part of this collection. I just happened upon this thing by accident because they didn't have any more. Here's what sits in the chair when I'm not sitting in it making shows. This is the plushie that I mentioned earlier that I won at the state fair. You see here the little super puppy here. It was like a line of puppy dogs that have kind of, you bought them and the money went to charity type of thing. Here is my Deadpool mask. I was saying on the show last year when we did a Halloween show, I get like a styrofoam display head for it. We'll find one of these days and we'll put on proper display in here. Well, that's it. Hope y'all enjoyed the tour. Hope y'all saw a lot of awesome stuff in it, and thanks to my lovely wife Ellen for doing the camera work and for helping out so much with this video. Thanks, honey.
You're welcome.
What part about it did y'all like? What part about it didn't y'all like? As always, drop me a comment box. Tell me what you think about the tour. And I guess that's all for this 100th episode of Mr. J's Geek Corner. Here's to 100 episodes, and here's to 100 more. And as always, if you have any comments whatsoever about the show, drop me a comment box. I'm always love hearing what y'all have to say. Like, subscribe, share with all your friends, tell all your friends. If you have any ideas about stuff you want to hear me talk about on the show, I'm always looking for fresh new topics and things to do on the show. I would love to hear from you. I would love to hear your ideas. And I'll see y'all next time.